Welcome back to ModLand. Today we're checking out some of the best normal city car mods for BeamNG. No supercars, no crazy builds. Just everyday cars you'd actually see driving around in real life. From compact hatchbacks to family sedans and even a few SUVs, this list has something for everyone who wants a realistic city driving experience in BeamNG. Let's get started. First up, we've got the Toyota Corolla E180, a true everyday hero. This mod comes with 16 different configurations, and pretty much everything is openable. Doors, hood, and trunk. The interior looks also very normal, but that's what we want. It's super versatile too. You'll find multiple taxi versions, a handful of police variants from different countries, and even some fun liveries like this security setup. But it's not just about looking realistic. There's also a drift version included, and honestly, it's surprisingly easy to throw around corners. Just look at these slides. Okay, maybe a little too much slide. Yep, I crashed it. But that's the beauty of BeamNG. The crash physics look fantastic, and this car handles them perfectly. Next up is the Mini Hatch R50, a classic little city car. This mod gives you 10 different configurations with openable doors and a pretty decent interior. You also get a variety of engine options, from really slow base models to the much more fun Cooper S. That one's definitely my favorite. It's got some proper sound and actually moves pretty well. On the other end of the spectrum, there's a version with under 80 horsepower. And yeah, good luck climbing the hills in West Coast USA with that thing. But if you're after style, there's also a really nice config with golden rims and a Union Jack painted on the roof. A true UK vibe. And of course, the interior gauges are fully functional, which makes the driving experience feel even more authentic. Moving on, we've got the Kia Optima. This mod comes with 7 different configurations, openable doors, and a decent-looking interior. The engine sound is pretty quiet, nothing too crazy or exciting, but that actually makes it a perfect car for casual city driving. There's one standout though, the slammed configuration. It looks awesome and is surprisingly fun to drive around. Overall, this mod really shines if you just want to cruise around without standing out too much. And here's a cool little detail. If you crash the Kia, you'll actually see the airbags deploy. That's not something you find in every mod, so it definitely adds an extra touch of realism. Up next is the Volkswagen Jetta A7, and this one comes with 9 different configurations. You can open the doors, hood, and trunk, and it even has a detailed engine bay, which is always a nice touch. Inside, the mod is really impressive. The interior is super detailed, and of course the gauges are fully functional. Most of the configs are exactly what you'd expect. Nice, normal city versions that feel just like the cars you'd see on the road every day. But if you're looking for something a little spicier, there's the GLI version. More power, sportier looks, and definitely more fun to drive. And then there's the absolute beast, the Jetta R. This thing makes over 500 horsepower and is hands down one of the fastest normal-looking cars I've ever tried in BeamNG. It might look like an everyday sedan, but once you hit the gas, it's a rocket. Next up is the Volkswagen Passat B5, available as both a sedan and a variant wagon. This mod is packed with content, 34 different configurations, a wide range of engines, and everything is fully openable. The interior is nicely detailed too, complete with those classic early 2000s analog gauges that I personally really enjoy. One of the standout configs is the Air Ride Lowered version. It looks super cool slammed to the ground, although I've got to admit it's not the most comfortable to drive around. For normal city cruising, I'd definitely recommend the variant versions with the smaller 4-cylinder engines. They feel realistic, practical, and just right for everyday BeamNG driving. There are also some fun extras, like a tuned variant with a roof box and stylish rims. Awesome to see, but maybe not exactly a normal city car. And if you're into diesels, the smoke effects are spot on. Plus, the crash physics hold up really well too. All in all, it's a fantastic mod if you're into that early 2000s vibe. Now we've got the Audi A4B9, which comes with 20 different configurations. Sadly, this one doesn't have openable parts, but honestly, the car still looks really good. Especially the interior, which is nicely detailed and gives you that modern Audi feel. You can pick between diesel and petrol versions, so it fits both realistic traffic setups and more spirited driving. There's also a German police configuration included, which is perfect if you want to set up some high-speed chases in BeamNG. But my personal favorite? The black and yellow Demon configuration. Not only does it look more sporty, it's also really quick, dynamic, and has a fantastic sound. It turns this otherwise normal city car into something way more exciting. All in all, the A4B9 is a great choice if you're looking for a more modern, premium city car mod to add to your collection. Next up is the Audi A6 Avant, also very modern, but a little bigger and more premium compared to the A4. This mod comes with 5 configurations, and everything is openable: doors, hood, and trunk. The interior is beautifully modeled too. You can even spot the tiny stitching details, which really shows the effort put into this mod. One of my favorite parts has to be the lights and indicators. They look super clean and add a lot to the overall realism. The sound is also nice and deep, giving this wagon a solid presence when driving around the city. Handling is interesting too, because this car actually has rear-wheel steering. That makes it feel a bit different in corners, but honestly, it's a really cool touch and adds to the realism. Overall, it's just a fantastic, well-rounded mod with no real downsides. A perfect modern city cruiser. Up next is the Toyota Camry Vive 55, one of the most recognizable Toyotas out there. This mod offers 19 different configurations, with openable doors and a really nice-looking interior. It's a very casual, everyday kind of car. But it's not just the standard versions. There's also a fancy wedding configuration, perfect if you want to roleplay something a little different, and even an Uber livery that adds to the city life realism. On top of that, there's a lowered and tuned version that's actually pretty fun to drive. Just be careful though. Since it's front-wheel drive, you'll get quite a bit of wheel spin when pushing it hard. And of course, the crash physics hold up really well, making it a solid all-around mod for anyone who wants that realistic, everyday Toyota vibe in BeamNG. Now let's check out the Toyota Mark II, which comes with a massive 31 different configurations. There aren't any openable parts, but the interior is really well modeled, and even some of the buttons actually work. It feels very realistic to drive, and the handling is genuinely fun. One thing I especially like is the sound. Every engine option has a satisfying, authentic tone. The lights and the overall 3D model also look fantastic, making this one of the better detailed city cars out there. And of course, what would a Toyota be without some proper JDM and drift versions? Those are included too, and they're an absolute blast to drive. Throwing this car sideways feels great, and it really adds variety to the experience. I definitely recommend trying this one out on an Asian city map. Now we've got the Volkswagen Touareg from 2017, a really solid SUV mod. It comes with 6 different configurations and 4 engine options to choose from. You get openable doors and a clean, well-done interior that makes it feel premium and realistic. This one stands out a bit in today's lineup since it's the only SUV here. The diesel versions are especially fun. They've got loads of torque and actually feel really powerful when you push them. Now, whether this counts as a normal city car is up for debate. Personally, I think it works great in the city, but it might shine even more in the countryside, where the extra size and power really make sense. What do you think? That's it for today's city car mods. Which one was your favorite? Let me know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more BeamNG content.